Today on WGN America, matinee baseball from Wrigley. Travis Wood's on the mound and ready to show the Astros a little interleague hospitality.
That does it. Cubs win.
Today at 3:30 East on WGN America. The perfect shot starts with loved ones and ends with a bang. Make tonight a hit. America's funniest home videos. Tonight at 7 on WGN America.
Wrigley Field in Chicago. Warm, humid day, and the wind actually blowing in, but we know conditions can change here. It's the Hyundai leadoff man on WGN Sports. The Astros and Cubs first pitch about 35 minutes from now. Great to have you with us, Jim Deshaies and Len Casper. The Cubs now 7-2 against the American League with a 3-1 win yesterday. We'll get the highlights in a second, but Cubs struggling against their own division. They haven't had any problem with the other league.
No, they've had a very difficult time with the teams at the top of the Central Division. Just lost 3 out of 4 from the Cardinals. Pirates have been tough on them, Reds as well, but against the American League, they've been good, and they were really good against the Astros here yesterday afternoon.
Let's get to those highlights. This was a first in the history of Wrigley Field. Not this. We had a 3-hour, 18-minute rain delay, but at least 4 runs combined, and all the runs coming on solo home runs. Anthony Rizzo leading off the 4th inning off Dallas Keuchel, his first homer in over a month, giving the Cubs a 1-0 lead. And then to start the 5th, Darwin Barney, his 3rd hit of the day after singling and doubling. That made it 2-0 Cubs. 6th inning, second batter of the frame, Scott Hairston with a home run. Keuchel, 6 innings, a career best 9 strikeouts, but gave up those 3 solo home runs. Matt Garza would give up 1 solo home run, but that was it. He was terrific.
Well, if you hit 3 home runs and your pitcher takes you into the 9th inning, usually you're going to win the ball game. That was the case yesterday. Garza following up that outstanding start against the Mets last time out. Very good again against the Astros yesterday. Slider was nasty. Good life on the fastball. Was really never threatened throughout that ball game.
So he went into the 9th, and Kevin Gregg did come on to notch his 11th save. He is 11 for 11 on the year. Today, it'll be left-hander Travis Wood for the Cubs against right-hander Bud Norris. Let's hear from Dale Swaim on the left-hander Wood, working both sides of the plate.
When you're capable of pitching inside like he does, it gets hitters to get their eyesight out over the plate. Now that, it just opens up even your mistakes inside turn into, label shots or pop-ups, opposed to staying on one side of the plate. And the guys can just keep their eyesight out there, out there, and then, it just works that way, one way or the other. If you're, before you started pitching arm side, he was in. So now your mistakes in, the barrel's getting to it because guys' eyesight and they're cheating or whatever it is. So, the ability to pitch arm side, and then both is what pitching is all about. It's throttling hitters to, whether it's, hard, soft, he goes away, in, away, in, away, it's just a way of throttling hitting.
For a young guy, Rizzo's already shown, even last year, that the highs and lows, he can kind of maintain them. He doesn't rise peaks or valleys. Is that what makes him a guy that can be, one of the good guys that can be around for a long time?
Well, we got him for a long time, so he better be. But those kind of things, the adversity of hitting is, one of the hardest things to deal with. He's obviously dealt with adversity off the field in his life, so sometimes this kind of adversity kind of is minute compared to what he had to deal with off the field. So. But it's not that easy when you're trying to produce and you got 40,000 people in the stands and nobody wants to be embarrassed. But it's how you get through all that. Obviously Castro's going through it now, and the adversity of failure is no fun for anybody. But it's how you handle it and knowing that it is part of the game. And when you come into a 162 game schedule and you're an everyday player, there's a pretty good chance you're going to hit a bad month or something. That's just the way it is.
That's Dale talking about Anthony Rizzo hit that homer yesterday, but JD, let's go back to Travis Wood for a second. I think consistency is the word you use with Travis Wood. He didn't even make the opening day roster last year after being acquired from the Reds, but the progression we've seen from him over the last year and a half has been really encouraging.
He's been fun to watch pitch. He's a very tough-minded guy. He doesn't give in, and I think the key is, as Dale said, the ability to work both sides of the plate. He's always had that good cutter in, but now he's been able to backdoor that pitch and kind of make hitters aware of both sides of the plate. That's been a huge key for him.
And Matt Garza goes into the ninth inning, another terrific outing yesterday, and the first question generally now is, do you worry about getting traded? He basically said, I'm going to just get ready for my next start in Milwaukee next week, but those questions will continue to be asked, won't they?
As a very young player, when you first sign your professional contract, you're basically told, hey, worry about what you can control and let the rest go, and that's what Garza and all these guys have to do approaching the trade deadline.
All right, we're here in late June. The trade deadline still over a month away. The Cubs and the Astros today, game 2 of this series. Time for our Hyundai Dealers Spotlight. The leadoff man is brought to you by your Chicago and Northwest Indiana Hyundai dealers, who invite you to come test drive the all-new Hyundai Santa Fe. Visit myhyundaichicago.com. More to come on the leadoff man.
At Longhorn, we do steak and we do it bold like nowhere else. Tonight, it's new steaks that sizzle for $11.99, like the smoky double bacon or the spicy jalapeno cheddar. At $11.99, these 3 steaks won't wait around. Longhorn Steakhouse. You can't fake steak.
Jack Link's Jerky presents Snackin' with Sasquatch.
Got the 15, the 10, the 5.
Feed your wild side.
Migraines mean powerful pain. And when you have a migraine, Bayer Migraine Formula means powerful relief. Its triple action formula targets migraines for relief of the tough pain and symptoms that come with it. Try targeted relief with the power of Bayer.
To all you burger aficionados, show your love. Because McDonald's just topped perfection with the all-new Quarter Pounder burgers. 3 delectable new choices that let you flaunt your burger bravado. With toppings like new thick-cut Applewood smoked bacon, cool and spicy habanero ranch sauce, and fresh veggies. New Quarter Pounder burgers. Another new way to love McDonald's.
For our most advanced shave ever, upgrade to the Philips Norelco Senso Touch 3D with Aquatech technology for a closer, more comfortable wet shave or a fast and easy dry shave. Visit Philips.com/Father's Day by June 23rd and save up to $50 on select products.
Landing time got moved back another hour.
Hunger creeping up on you? Stash a Ritz Crackerfuls made with real cheese and whole grain. Don't get caught hungry. Ritz Crackerfuls.
The Hyundai Leadoff Man, brought to you by your Chicago and Northwest Indiana Hyundai dealers, who invite you to come test drive the all-new Hyundai Santa Fe. Visit myhyundaichicago.com. Astros and Cubs, game 2 of this series. This is the only 3-game stretch at home for the Cubs over about a 3-week period, 16 of 19 on the road. And we were very fortunate to pluck my new partner out of the fantastic broadcast booth with the Houston Astros. His longtime partner, Bill Brown, and JD had a chance to chat with Brownie about the Astros switch to the American League.
Over 30 years in this game, Brownie, 27 and counting with the Astros, all in the National League, of course. It was kind of surreal for me yesterday to look from this booth over to that booth and see you sitting there as longtime partners. First of all, congratulations on a great career. Fun to get reacquainted, get back together again. A new look club, American League, how are things going for you?
You know, it's been a season of learning. Who's the third base coach for the Seattle Mariners, you know, and all these things. Bullpen. Didn't know bullpens in the American League. Of course, you follow it from a distance, but not like seeing games and having to identify pitchers and what they throw. By the way, before you ask me another question, I never have told you this publicly, but I think you're the most popular broadcaster in the history of the Astros. It was just a terrific experience being with you for 16 years. You're the best, buddy.
Well, that's all for me. No. Brian, thanks so much. Right back at you. I'm at a loss for words now. Well, we did. We had a lot of fun together. New challenges for you, new challenges for your club. American League Baseball? Does it feel any different? Remember, there's all the talk, and Houston fans didn't want any part of it. Have they received it a little bit better than maybe you anticipated?
I think the younger fans have. The dyed-in-the-wool National League fans don't like the designated hitter a whole lot. They like to see the manager manage. You and I have talked about that many times. That's a style of ball we grew up with. But the DH has been around for 40 years now. And so I think people have come to accept it, and they are looking at this as a challenge. Really, if the Astros were going to switch leagues, this was the time to do it, when they were kind of at rock bottom and rebuilding again, and things are improving now. So I don't think their league affiliation made all that much difference for 2013.
Along with the broadcasting career, now you're a writer. Your second book is out. First one chronicling your life in the game, and this one more of a historical look at the Astros. A great book, and thanks, by the way, for my copy. Checks in the mail. Obviously, it had to be a lot of fun for you. Tell folks the name of the book, and because folks, baseball fans, probably would have some interest.
Well, we settled on Houston Astros Deep in the Heart, and it's just what you said. It's a history of the team. We tried to really go with the 45 or 50 most popular players and do in-depth, detailed series on them, and also the photos. We really, it's a coffee table book, so we wanted the photos to be the best we could get.
And where can people get their hands on one?
Well, they can go to Astros.com. There's a link under fans and fan experience. It'll be in bookstores later on in September as well.
Partner, thanks for the visit.
Thank you. All my pleasure. Same to you.
Back to you, Len.
That's one of my all-time favorite TV tandems, back together once again. JD along with Bill Brown. And hey, you can't beat summer in Chicago, especially here at beautiful Wrigley Field. So gather your friends and family. Make Cubs baseball part of your plans. Tickets are available for the 9-game homestand here at Wrigley from July 5th through the 15th. To purchase tickets, visit Cubs.com. More to come in a moment.
At Longhorn, we do steak and we do it bold like nowhere else. Tonight, it's new steaks that sizzle for $11.99, like the smoky double bacon or the spicy jalapeno cheddar. At $11.99, these 3 steaks won't wait around. Longhorn Steakhouse, you can't fake steak.
Our landing time got moved back another hour.
Hunger creeping up on you? Stash a Ritz Crackerfuls made with real cheese and whole grain. Don't get caught hungry. Ritz Crackerfuls.
Welcome to McDonald's. May I take your order?
Get whatever you want, baby.
Let's just share a 20-piece.
20 McNuggets for only $4.99? Oh, man, she's beautiful, smart, and sensible. Jackpot.
Anything else?
Get next to McDonald's crispy, juicy chicken McNuggets, so you get the taste you love at a price you'll love even more.
Guess who's going to the game?
Thank you. There's always more to love at McDonald's.
For our most advanced shave ever, upgrade to the Philips Norelco Senso Touch 3D with Aquatech technology for a closer, more comfortable wet shave or a fast and easy dry shave. Visit Philips.com/Father's Day by June 23rd and save up to $50 on select products.
Yeah, we down here on the ground. Yeah, we up, low. Yeah, we up in the
Come alive with the refreshing taste of Lipton iced tea. Feel the taste.
We're here at the famous Tapia Brothers produce stand, where we've switched their fruits and veggies with produce from Walmart. It's a fresh over.
That's great.
It tastes like you just picked them.
So far, it's about the best strawberry I've had this year.
Walmart works directly with growers to get you the best quality produce they've ever had. All this produce is from Walmart.
Oh my gosh, I'm shocked.
I know, I'm going to be shopping for strawberries now.
Get 2 full pounds of strawberries, just $2.98, backed by our 100% money-back guarantee. Walmart.
Oh, he's a fighter, all right. Since Affleck is helping with his expenses while he can't work, he can focus on his recovery. He doesn't have to worry so much about his mortgage, groceries, or even gas bills.
Yeah, feel it. Nice work. You got it, yes!
Affleck's gonna help take care of his expenses. And us? We're gonna get him back in fighting shape.
See what's happening behind the scenes at Aflac.com.
Welcome back to the leadoff man. We will have Cubs baseball coming up. The Cubs hosting the American League West's Houston Astros coming up at the top of the hour. Well, great to see former Cubs great and Hall of Famer Andre Dawson in town last week as part of the City Cubs Kids Motivational Program, which is now in its 4th season. Andre spoke to a group of elementary school students at the Polaris Charter Academy as part of his commitment to give back to Chicago's youth. City Cubs Kids partners with the Jackie Robinson Foundation and shares a message Andre is proud to deliver.
It's all a part of the process and passing the torch. But for me, my heart has always been the kids, and you know how important it is to bring them along the right way, the choices that they have to make, how conducive that's going to be in being a stepping stone for their later years, for their life. And anything I can do that can really be motivational, inspirational with the kids is really worth my while.
And from one Hall of Famer to another, the late Ron Santo's legacy still very much alive in the fight against diabetes. And I had a chance to talk to Ron's widow, Vicky Santo, recently about an interesting new program. Vicki, tell us about this program, Diabetic Alert Dogs.
It's such an exciting event that we're starting. Diabetic Alert Dogs are trained to detect when a diabetic's blood sugar is dropping or coming up. And they alert the diabetic by barking, and they do not stop barking until the diabetic tests their sugars and takes care of the problem. And it's the mission of our foundation is really to make people aware that these dogs are available and to raise money to help people who need the dog but can't afford them. So we're very excited about launching this, and our foundation's name is the Ron and Vicky Santo Diabetic Alert Foundation, but you can find it easily on the internet by just going to ronsantofoundation.com.
And you had a dog, and it was not trained as an alert dog, but also did serve that purpose, right?
Correct, correct. I'm sure people remember Ron talking about Joker on the air, that Joker didn't like him. But he was a very timid dog, but when Ron would be at the other end of the house and having a low sugar, Joker would come to me, and he would pant, and he would not leave me alone until I follow him, and I'd see that Ron was at a 30 blood sugar. So, and I didn't understand what the dog was doing at the time. But looking back, I see that's what they do. That's how they alert. So I've seen firsthand that it works. And the beauty of this is that if the diabetic can keep their blood sugars close to normal, it reduces the risks that come with the complications of diabetes, which we all know Ron had with the leg amputations and the vascular disease and retinopathy. So I just feel that it's such a wonderful tool. Let's put it that way. It's a tool that can help the diabetics live a very normal life.
And when you mentioned the website, there's an event coming up in August as well. Tell us about that.
There is. The band Chicago is coming and going to play 2 nights at Ravinia. And they have offered to allow us to auction the privilege of 2 front row seats, backstage passes, and the opportunity to go on stage and sing a song with them. So it'll be a live auction on the foundation that will probably start around the 7th of August and run till the 14th, and the date of the event is the 25th of August.
Great. So again, go to ronsantofoundation.com for all of that information. And let's talk about Ron's legacy, getting into the Hall of Fame last year, but also fighting diabetes.
You know, the thing about Ron is he never complained. He took each challenge as it came, and you know he was doing a full schedule, working full-time, and he never let it slow him down. And I think that's the biggest part of his legacy was his inspiration to people that live with challenges. He didn't let it slow him down at all. So that this is a good thing. I know he'd be so proud to have this foundation.
Thank you so much for stopping by, Vicki. We appreciate it.
Thank you for having me.
Always great to chat with Vicki. And ladies and gentlemen, a first in the long history of the leadoff man, a 3-flag segment. Greg Maddux is going to join the Hawk and Ronnie in the Hall of Fame coming up within the next year. Coming up next, our minor league report. We'll check down at the A level coming up.
Endless Wings at Golden Corral just got better.
You bet it did. It's Endless Wings and now all you can eat baby back ribs.
Hello.
It's all part of our endless dinner buffet for one low price. Non-stop wings and now endless baby back ribs only at Golden Corral.
You could look into my eyes under the moonlight.
Remember that girl you didn't notice in high school?
Serious moonlight.
We're a lot like that. Presenting Kia's all-new premium sedan, the Cadenza. Impossible to ignore.
Whether you're running for a train or training for a run, find your balance. Every delicious Balance Bar has 40-30-30 balance nutrition to give you energy that lasts. Balance Bar. Have you found your balance?
For our most advanced shave ever, upgrade to the Philips Norelco Senso Touch 3D with Aquatech technology for a closer, more comfortable wet shave or a fast and easy dry shave. Visit Philips.com/Father's Day by June 23rd and save up to $50 on select products.
Oh, we up for the glow show. Yeah, we down here on the ground. Yeah, we up above love. Yeah, we up in the clouds. Yeah, we up.
Come alive with the refreshing taste of Lipton iced tea. Feel the taste. The local experts at your independent True Value know how much your project means to you. We're ready with the products and advice you need to get it done right. Behind every project is a True Value.
This Wendy's salad does taste like summer. It's like watching sunsets at 9 o'clock.
It's like lying in a hammock.
It's like...
Your Wendy's salad.
Thank you, Andre. It's divine. Andre? Who's Andre? Busted. Yep.
Grab a taste of summer with Wendy's Berry Almond Chicken Salad. It's back with fresh strawberries and blueberries and warm grilled chicken.
Does Andre like strawberries? Now that's better.
And now kids' meals just $1.99 after 4.
The Hyundai Leadoff Man, brought to you by your Chicago and Northwest Indiana Hyundai dealers, who invite you to come test drive the all-new Hyundai Santa Fe. Visit myhyundaichicago.com. And a lot of attention on the Cubs minor league system, and we will continue to get periodic reports on the Cubs' top 4 minor league affiliates. We focus on the A level here today. High A Daytona from the Florida State League, and here close by in the Midwest League, the Cubs' first year with the Kane County Cougars. We start in Florida. Here's Robbie Aaron.
I'm Robbie Aaron, joined by the manager of the Daytona Cubs, Dave Keller. Dave, thanks for joining us.
Good. I'm glad to be here.
You've been in the organization now for over 10 years, including your time on the big league staff in 2011, but you're managing for the first time since 1996. Talk about the year so far for you.
Well, it's been a great change for me to come back and manage again. I've thought about it for a while, and having the opportunity to come back and manage has been great. And being here in Daytona has been the perfect scenario for me and exactly where I wanted to be.
There's been a lot of attention on this team, especially with Javi Baez and Jorge Soler playing here all season. Talk about what you've seen in them. You've been around baseball your whole life, and even the progress that they've made over the 3 months that they've been here.
Well, you know, like I've told everyone, I didn't see either one of these guys play until 2 days left in spring training, so I had heard a lot of things, but having the opportunity to watch these guys play for 2 months has been very exciting. There's a huge learning curve for both of them. They each bring something different to the table every night, and they've got a lot of ability, and it's just a matter of going out and performing night in and night out and learning as they
go and trying to maintain some consistency with the way they play.
The Daytona Cubs have been amongst the leaders in the Florida State League in stolen bases over the last few years. This year led by John Andrioli and Tim Saunders. How pivotal is the speed of this club for the success of the offense?
Well, it's been a great mix for us. Having the guys that we have hitting in the middle of the order with Soler and Baez and Geiger, and then having all the guys wrapped around them that can run, it's been just tremendous to have those guys on the bases. And when they get the opportunity to get on base, you know they got a chance to steal and get to third base with less than 2 outs. So it's a great mix right now, and hopefully we can continue to keep going with it.
Andrioli, Geiger, Baez, Soler, and Frank Del Valle all named Florida State League All-Stars. As a manager, do you take pride in seeing members of your team going and being named as League All-Stars?
Well, I think everybody does, and I don't think I'm any different than anybody else. And it's a great honor for those guys, and it's a great experience, and they've all 5 of them have earned it. And so it's great that they get to go represent the Daytona Cubs and the Chicago Cubs.
All of them certainly different players as well, contributing to the success of this team. And before I let you go, Javi Baez had one of the most special offensive nights that I've ever seen. And I know that you've kind of been a magnet for 4 home run games, but with Javi hitting 4 home runs in one game, talk about, A, the history of you in seeing 4 home run games and what you saw from Javi that night.
Well, you know, I really didn't think about it too much other than the Ryan Harvey night when I was here a few years ago when Harvey hit 4 home runs. And then I talked to my son on the phone, and he said, hey, remember when we were in Round Rock and we got to see Micah Hoffbauer hit 4 home runs? And I was like, oh yeah, I forgot about that. And so yeah, that makes it really strange to think that I've seen 3 different nights, and Javi's night the other night was huge because it was a big win for us too. And anytime somebody does that and we get a win out of it, it's even better. So having the opportunity to see 3 in person has been very special. I think the only thing it really means is that I've been doing this thing a long time, so I get a chance to see a lot of games. But those are 3 performances that were very, very special.
Dave, thanks so much for taking time today.
Okay, thanks.
That's Dave Keller, and I'm Robbie Aaron with the Daytona Cubs.
Wrigley Field, this beautiful gem of a ballpark in Geneva, Illinois. It's Fifth Third Bank Ballpark as we welcome you to the Kane County Cougars, the new Midwest League affiliate of the Chicago Cubs. I'm Wayne Randazzo with the manager of the Cougars, Mark Johnson. And Mark, out of all the teams in the Cubs system, this one really has the most prospects on this ballpark.
Yeah, we do, and it's a pleasure to come to the field every day and watch them work and watch them play, and just play with a lot of enthusiasm and willing to get better and learn every day, and it's just a true joy to come to the field.
Albert Almora missed a couple of months to start the season, had that broken hamate bone, but ever since he's joined the club, he's really given them a lift.
Yeah, you know, he's a special kid, man. He brings a lot to the ball club energy-wise, you know, and he's a pro beyond his years. He's 19, but he plays as a 25-year-old out on the field, which is nice and adds a little stability to our lineup, and it's just an absolute pleasure to have him on the team.
There's so many top prospects on this Kane County ball club, and Dan Vogelbach was highly touted entering this season. He's had a great year so far.
Yeah, Dan's been great. He's that solidifier in the middle of the lineup that gives you good ABs every single night, and you know, he's also, you know, getting better every day defensively. But you know, he always has some funny things to say in the clubhouse and keeps things light and keeps guys on their toes.
What about Rock Shoulders? That's a good baseball name. He won minor league baseball's Moniker Madness Championship last year, and he's also been one of the most productive hitters in the Midwest League this season.
You know, Rock's been a pleasant surprise. You know, he had a decent year last year in Boise, and this year he came out, you know, swinging a really hot bat, and he's still leading the league in home runs, and you know, he's been bouncing around defensively, and you know, he's got a little versatility, you know, at playing first, left, and DHing on days. So you know, he's done a heck of a job for us.
I know Cubs fans always want to know about the pitching in the organization. They like home runs and they like offense as much as anyone else, but they want to know who can pitch. And Pierce Johnson has really been an anchor on this staff so far this season.
Yeah, Pierce, you know, he's done a heck of a job for us. He's made a lot of adjustments throughout his last 4 or 5 starts, and you know, it's progressing really well. He throws strikes. He's using his fastball more, and his secondary pitches are coming along pretty well.
I think Cubs fans are probably a little surprised to see Lendy Castillo here in Kane County this season after he spent a month up at the big league level last year. What can you tell us about Lendy, and how has he improved this year?
You know, Lendy, he had some adjustments to make with his delivery and being in the starting role to start the season. he struggled being able to repeat his delivery, but after he's been in the bullpen, he's been a lot better, and he's been able to go out and be more aggressive with his fastball and with his slider, and you know he's gotten better. So, and that's the name of the game is you know, getting better each day, and every outing he's gotten better.
That's Mark Johnson, the manager of the Kane County Cougars. Let's send it back to Len Casper.
Wayne, Robbie, thanks so much for those reports. And now we focus on the AAA Iowa Cubs. They're in first place in their division in the Pacific Coast League. Steve Clevenger has been raking during his 15-game rehab assignment. Casey Coleman, we've seen him here in the big leagues the last few years, picking up the save, and Junior Lake doing an excellent job at the dish as well. We'll have Cubs baseball coming up from beautiful Wrigley Field. The Cubs hosting the Houston Astros in an interleague matchup. Next.
Oh, he's a fighter, all right. Since Affleck is helping with his expenses while he can't work, he can focus on his recovery. He doesn't have to worry so much about his mortgage, groceries, or even gas bills.
Yeah, feel it. Nice work. You got it, yes!
Affleck's going to help take care of his expenses. And us? We're going to get him back in fighting shape.
See what's happening behind the scenes at Aflac.com.
Charlie, you did this all yourself?
Yep, even the faucet. Had to bust out the basin wrench. This is my favorite room in the house.
The local experts at your independent True Value understand the pride you take in your projects. We're ready with the products and advice to help you get them done right. Behind every project is a True Value.
It's 7 a.m. and Steve is already thinking about tomorrow, which is why he's investing in his heart health by eating Kellogg's Raisin Bran.
Good morning, Dad.
Hi, sweetie. Here's another eye-opener. Not only is Kellogg's Raisin Bran heart healthy, it's a delicious source of potassium.
Mom make you eat that?
I happen to like raisins. That's what I'm talking about.
Invest in your heart health with Kellogg's Raisin Bran.
Domino's makes pizza fast, 30 minutes or less. Hot, fast, cheesy goodness.
Domino's used to be all about speed. Not anymore. We're slowing down to make our handmade pan pizza the right way, taking longer to hand press the fresh dough into the pan, adding not 1 but 2 layers of cheese. And we had to slow our ovens down to get that golden crust on the bottom of it. It does take a little bit longer to make, but it makes all the difference.
Try a handmade pan pizza with 2 toppings for just $7.99.
You are getting hungry.
Sunday, division rivals wrap up a series in KC as the White Sox rumble with the Royals. White Sox Royals, Sunday 1:30 East on WGN America. The following is a presentation of WGN Sports.
Officially now into summer, and we greet you from the north side of Chicago. Cubs baseball on WGN Sports. The Cubs today host their old NL Central rivals, the Houston Astros, who are now in the AL West, and we welcome Cub fans from all over the country watching on WGN America, America's home for baseball. And along with Jim DeShays, I'm Len Casper. 3-1, the Cubs a winner yesterday after a long rain delay here at the ballpark. And the Cubs have been very good against the White Sox and the American League West.
Yeah, they won 3 out of 3 so far against the White Sox, tangling with the Astros this weekend. They'll get a little stiffer on the next road trip to get the Mariners, but the Oakland A's as well. They're the numbers 7-2 against the American League. Not enough of a sample to really draw any great conclusions from, other than the fact that they've been good against the American League teams they've played so far.
Travis Wood will go for the Cubs today. He's just been outstanding all year, even though he's lost his last 3 starts.
Yeah, that's a common theme with both these pitchers today. Travis Wood has really been throwing the ball well. Run support lately has been an issue. In his career against the Astros, no problems. A 1.89 ERA in 9 starts against the Houston club.
Right-hander Bud Norris was the Astros opening day starter. He's been very good here lately, and you see a lot of action against the Cubs.
Made his major league debut here at Wrigley Field a couple of years back in relief. He's struggled throughout his career on the road.
Well, the Cubs have hit the home run when they've been successful. They did that yesterday, connecting 3 times, including Anthony Rizzo's first homer in over a month. They'll host the Astros, looking for 2 in a row coming up from Wrigley.
It's the end of an era.
All that spare change I used to get.
Sorry, I spilled Bud Light on you.
I wrote a song. Sorry. Here we go.
The crisp, refreshing taste of Bud Light. Here we go.
Anyone have occasional constipation, diarrhea, gas, bloating?
Yes.
1 Phillips Colon Health probiotic cap each day helps defend against these digestive issues with 3 strains of good bacteria. Live the regular life. Phillips.
Go lunch at Olive Garden. Go for lunch combinations starting at $6.99, like our new signature meatball sandwich or delicious shrimp scampi Frita. Unlimited satisfaction starting at $6.99. Where should we go? Go Olive Garden.
Wait a sec. I found our colors.
We've made a decision.
Great. Let's go get you set up. We need brushes. You should check out our workshop.
Push your color boundaries while staying well within your budget walls.
I want to paint something else.
More saving, more doing. That's the power of the Home Depot. Glidden Premium Interior Paint starts at a new lower price of $18.94 a gallon.
The great flavor of a margarita is here, without any of the work. Bud Light Lime Limerita is ready when you are, with a refreshing twist of Bud Light Lime. Just pop, pour over ice, and enjoy. And now introducing new Strawberryta.
Chicago Cubs baseball brought to you by Bud Light. It's the sure sign of a good time. Here we go. Honda. Visit your local Honda dealer or go to shophonda.com for current offers. And by AT&T. Find out what's possible with products and services from AT&T. Rethink possible. Welcome back to Wrigley Field. Cubs baseball in high definition on WGN TV is brought to you by Xfinity, your home for the most live sports. We'll get the Astros lineup here in a second. Travis Wood likes to work fast. He's ready to go, and Brandon Barnes steps in. Cubs winning 3-1 yesterday. Ball 1 on Barnes, who went 0 for 4 in the opener. Astros held to just 4 hits yesterday on Matt Garza and Kevin Gregg, and there's a strike at the knees. Lefty deals on the off the outside corner.
Well, Travis Wood, despite all the good work, carries a losing record into the start. 5-6, 2.74 ERA is the 11th best in the National League.
Get out of play.
197 batting average against, among the league leaders, as you would expect. Backdoor cutter's been a big weapon for him. He throws the cutter in on the righties, but it's the ability to throw that ball to both sides of the plate that's made him so effective this year.
Barnes into battle mode here with 2 strikes on him. Foul tip, strike 3. Now the rest of the Astros Starting lineup written out by former Cub Bo Porter. Jose Altuve coming up. Chris Carter homered yesterday. He's at first. He played left in game 1. JD Martinez in left. Carlos Corcoran the catcher. Justin Maxwell in right. Matt Dominguez at third. Former Cub Ronnie Cedeno the shortstop, and the pitcher Norris.
Wood starting the ball game with a strikeout of Brandon Barnes. Astros struck out 9 times yesterday. They've struck out more than any team in baseball.
Jose Altuve not going to strike out. In fact, he's going to find the alley out in right center. He will stand at second with a 1-out 2-base hit.
Well, let's take a look at the Cubs defensively. It's brought to you by Toyota. You saw Sweeney and Scherholtz in pursuit of that drive. They've got center and right covered. Soriano's over in left. Third to first we go Valbuena, Castro, Barney, Rizzo. Wellington Castillo is the catcher today for Travis.
And the weather pretty comfortable. The wind is coming right now out of the southeast. So a crosswind from right to left. Oh, the days are getting shorter. That's depressing.
They are?
Yeah, we hit the summer solstice.
Technically, right? Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the days, I guess, the same length. It's the amount of sunlight. Chris Carter, lots of homers, lots of strikeouts. We saw him hit the ball really hard twice yesterday, a double and a home run. Not this time, however. Slow grounder to short. Castro will throw him out. Runner at third, 2 down.
Today's game is available in Spanish on your SAP audio setting, provided by WRTO, La Tremenda, Chicago Spanish language sports leader.
First start in the series for JD Martinez. He's playing left. Carlos Pena is sitting out today with Carter at first. Enjoyed your interview with your former partner Bill Brown on the leadoff man. And yeah, when you break it down and you're playing new opponents when you go to a new league, but the biggest change for the Astros is just having the DH. There's an interesting note. Cubs pitchers have knocked in 22 runs. The Astros designated hitters have driven in 25. It's kind of hard to believe this deep into a season that a pitching staff could be that close to a DH position.
Well, and we saw a similar storyline here with the Cubs not long ago, where the Cubs pitchers, and certainly in the 9-hole, we combined the pitchers plus the pinch hitters, had driven in more runs than the 4-hole in the Cubs lineup. That's how good the Cubs pitchers have been when hitting this year.
1-2. Runner at third, 2 outs. Off the outside corner. That's the area Dale's been talking about. Wood has really worked that side of the plate well against righties.
It's interesting for a lot of pitchers. Glove side command is an issue, trying to drive that ball all the way across the strike zone. But for Wood, it is not. Cutter moving in on the righties has been his pitch, his kind of go-to pitch. But now that he's able to command his stuff away, what Dale referred to as his arm side, that's been the key for him. There's the cutter in.
Second strikeout of the inning. The Astros strand a man at third, and the Cubs are coming up.
The hotter the hot. The colder the cold. The greater the demand. The more you need Duralast. Batteries built to exceed the need. Batteries built to meet or exceed original equipment standards for cold cranking amps. Batteries built with the power to hold up to heavy electrical demands. Batteries so good they come with a coast-to-coast warranty. Only at AutoZone.
Anyone have occasional constipation, diarrhea, gas, bloating?
Yes.
One Phillips Colon Health probiotic cap each day helps defend against these digestive issues with 3 strains of good bacteria. Live the regular life. Phillips.
The boys used double miles from their Capital One venture card to fly home for the big family reunion. You must be Garth's father.
Hello.
Mother. Mother. Traveling is easy with the venture card because you can fly any airline, anytime.
2 words.
Double miles!
This guy can act. Want to play Dodge Rock?
Oh, you guys. And with double miles you can actually use, you never miss the fun. Beard growing contest and go! I win! What's in your wallet?
Meet Rough Nick McRidge, the car he drives and the chips he loves. Ruffles Ultimate presents tangy, honey, mustard, deeper ridges for ultimate flavor.
Let's take a look at the Cubs batting order brought to you by Toyota. Let's Go places. 3 runs in the win yesterday, all coming on home runs. Valbuena, Castro, and Sherholtz 1 through 3. Soriano, Rizzo, and Sweeney in the middle. Wellington Castillo back in the lineup. He had 3 hits Thursday with Barney and Wood 8 and 9.
Astros defensively, outfield, Martinez, Barnes, Maxwell left to right. Matt Dominguez very slick over there at third base. Ronnie Cedeno in at short today. Altuve and Carter on the right side. Carter was the left fielder yesterday. Not really known for his defense in either position. And Carlos Corporon spells Jason Castro behind the plate for the Astros this afternoon. Bud Norris, the righty, 5 and 7. 3.64 ERAs, but on a nice roll of late. Not so much in the win column, but his outings have been really good. League hits .282 against him. Fastball sliders primarily to right-handed hitters. Fastball sliders and changeups to the lefties. Slider probably his out pitch.
In Greenbrae, California.
Played for the Prackers out there.
A strike called on Luis Valbuena. And one thing I found out about you and your former partner let us in on this. The team has a nickname in any sport, you know it, and it's hard to stump you in that regard.
Well, that was a fictional one.
Valbuena has been in the leadoff spot 5 times since David DeJesus went on the DL, and he's reached 9 of those plate appearances. The old rainbow jersey. Three and 1 on the Cubs leadoff hitter.
Cubs yesterday, and it will be interesting to see if it carries over to today. Very aggressive early in counts, and that's been a point of emphasis from Dale Swaim. He wants to see his guys be more aggressive. As the leadoff hitter, your mission is just to work your way on base and see some pitches. So Valbuena has worked the count full here, and you don't want to hack at that one because it was off the plate.
Well framed by Corporon. There's Anthony Rizzo as Valbuena pops it up. Back of third, it's Cedeno to make the catch. We'll bring up Starlin Castro. In a slump, but good numbers in his career against Norris. 7 out of 19 with a home run. Norris listed at 6 feet 222 pounds, 28 years old. Again, he started for the Astros in the season opener. Cedeno will get Castro for the out. One former Cubs shortstop throwing out the current Cubs shortstop. We'd love to hear from you today via email, lennonjd@tribune.com. You can find us on Facebook and Twitter as well.
Norris just 1 and 3 here in the month of June in 4 starts, but a 3.46 ERA. The Astros have scored 2, 3, 4, 5 runs total in his 4 starts in the month. And Travis Wood could commiserate over lack of run support, certainly of late.
One and nothing on Nate Scherholtz. The pitch, swing and a miss. The umpires for you: Phil Cuzzy, Chris Guccione, David Rackley, Clint Fagan, who worked the plate yesterday, is at third today. Scherholtz pops into shallow left. Martinez, little late adjustment, makes a catch, and the Cubs go down in order in the first. 0-0 early on.
It's the end of an era.
All the parties, the stories.
I'm gonna miss your smell.
You were my first.
What? I knew it. I knew it.
It's true.
Oh, man, I'm sorry I broke your leg. I wrote a song. Sorry. Here we go.
Keep the good times going with the crisp, refreshing taste of Bud Light. Here we go.
Whoa. Check out this new couch.
Oh, he's a fighter, all right. Since Affleck is helping with his expenses while he can't work, he can focus on his recovery. He doesn't have to worry so much about his mortgage, groceries, or even gas bills.
Yeah, feel it. Nice work. You got it, yes!
Affleck's gonna help take care of his expenses. And us? We're gonna get him back in fighting shape.
See what's happening behind the scenes at Aflac.com.
I collect these antique nutcrackers.
Time! Kind of turned it off after Nutcracker. But let me tell you something about my cat.
Time.
Oh.
You must be exhausted.
Tell me about it.
Cut to the chase and sign up at eHarmony.com. We'll find the perfect guy for you.
Time.
Hi.
Stop waiting. Start communicating for free today.
I stayed one time.
We stayed another time.
And now we're eating free.
At Choice Hotels, 2 stays pays. Right now, when you take 2 separate trips, you can earn a free $50 gift card for dining, shopping, or gas. Book now at choicehotels.com.
Law and Order, Criminal Intent, weekdays at 5.
Scoreless after 1. Cub fans, if you want to manage the game along with that man right there, Dale Swaim, log on to WGNTV.com. Click on the WGN Sports Game Zone banner, and you'll be able to connect to all the up-to-the-minute stats and information right there in the comfort of your couch. Game Zone is sponsored by the Great Escape Pools, patios, play sets, hot tubs, and more.
Switch hitting catcher Carlos Corporan takes ball 1. He's in there for Jason Castro today. Pitch swung on and missed.
Corcoran's done a nice job in a backup role, hitting .300 with 5 bombs. Switch hitter, a little power.
.24th start at the catcher position. A couple more as the DH. Just trying to hit that ball into Evanston. Big uppercut swing.
It's tough for these right-handed hitters. They see that ball, looks like it's out over the plate, and by the time it gets there, it's moving in on them. They try to pull the hands in to make a late adjustment, and unless you're really quick, you're not going to be able to get the barrel there.
Just able to hold up his swing that time. 2-2. Fairly hazy and foggy about 2.5, 3 hours ago, but now the sun is out. See some blue skies above. It's turned into a very nice late Saturday afternoon. And is Woods ready? Struck him out swinging.
He's looking sharp today.
Cub fans, don't forget to check out Len and JD's baseball blog at WGNTV.com, sponsored by Jeff Vukovich. your nationwide insurance agent, serving the area for 34 years. To join the nation, contact Jeff at jeffvook.com. Nationwide is on your side today on the blog. Information on the Summer City Classic played earlier today at the University of Illinois Chicago, part of the Hot Stove Cool Music Weekend, is Justin Maxwell on the first pitch, singles to center. Second hit for the Astros, a team from Boston, against Jackie Robinson West, a team from Chicago. Theo Epstein managed the Chicago team, and his twin brother Paul, the honorary manager of the team from Boston. Pretty neat. It's an event we'd like to do every year.
Well, and that event last night over at Metro was outstanding.
Yeah, we had fun. It was a late night, and it was worth it. As Warren Zevon once sang, we'll sleep when we're dead. Yeah, thanks for coming out. We had a lot of Cubs representatives on hand and raised a lot of money for children's charities.
You had it going on.
It is fair. They'll get one. Oh, nice turn. How about that? 5-4-3 to end the Astros second. If you missed it last night, Hot Stove Cool Music.
I got Len in the background just getting down.
On How I Met Your Mother, Barney and his friends have a way with words.
Suit up. Legendary.
Awesome! They speak their own language.
Cockamouse. Slap bet.
Spell out loud.
Phone 5. You didn't phone 5, did you? I know when you don't phone 510.
And Barney always gets the last word.
Inventing your own word shows creativity and vision. Visitivity.
On How I Met Your Mother.
Sundays at 7:30 on WGN America.
Landing time got moved back another hour.
Hunger creeping up on you? Stash a Ritz Crackerfuls made with real cheese and whole grain. Don't get caught hungry. Ritz Crackerfuls.
Whether you're running for a train or training for a run, find your balance. Every delicious Balance Bar has 40-30-30 balance nutrition to give you energy that lasts. Balance Bar. Have you found your balance?
Hey, Kevin. Still eating chalk for heartburn? Try new Alka-Seltzer fruit chews. They work fast on heartburn and taste awesome.
These are good.
Told ya.
Feeling better already?
New Alka-Seltzer fruit chews. Enjoy the relief.
For our most advanced shave ever, upgrade to the Philips Norelco Senso Touch 3D with Aquatech technology for a closer, more comfortable wet shave or a fast and easy dry shave. Visit Philips.com/Father's Day by June 23rd and save up to $50 on select products.
The great outdoors and a great deal.
Let's leave the deals to Hotels.com. Perfect.
Yep, and no angry bears.
Up to 30% off only at Hotels.com.
White Sox Royals, Sunday 1:30 East on WGN America.
The 29th annual Cubs Convention comes up at the Sheraton Chicago Hotel and Towers, January 17th through the 19th. 2014. Rooms can be reserved by visiting Cubs.com/convention, or you can call the Sheraton directly, 1-800-325-3535. Make sure you ask for the Cub Convention rate. All reservations at the Sheraton Chicago come with convention passes built right into the room package, and hopefully you'll be with us in January. Bud Norris with a 1-0 pitch, rising fastball, and Soriano couldn't catch up to it. Boy, neat turn on the double play.
Ooh, man.
Deep in the hole at third. You don't turn many when you start it with a backhanded play at third base.
2 long throws like that to make, and Maxwell, the base runner coming from first, can run a little bit, so that's a little play. A lot of times you see the second baseman just catch the ball and step out of harm's way, but Barney hung in there and made a good turn. At the line, 1 long throw under pressure, sidesteps Maxwell and finishes off Dominguez.
Darwin Barney almost hit for the cycle yesterday. Doing his a defensive second baseman, but big offensive contributions in game 1. 1-2, swing and a miss. First strikeout for Norris.
So we're going out of the zone a couple times there, chased the high fastball, then the put away slider, and that's a key pitch for Norris when he gets ahead. Good tight slider. Starts on the plate, breaks down and away out of the zone. Tough to recognize. How many more starts Bud Norris has in an Astros uniform? A lot of rumors swirling around him, being a guy that they might be looking to move at the trade deadline. He's made it clear that he'd like to pitch for the San Francisco Giants, having grown up in Northern California.
Doesn't mind wearing orange.
Wouldn't have to change his wardrobe.
2-0 on Rizzo.
Plenty of value there. Good pitcher, still under control for a couple more years.
Giants today are trying to end a 9-game home losing streak to the Miami Marlins. Believe that? The Marlins have won 9 straight in San Francisco.
It's hard to believe. Red light, red light, red light, green light. Remember that game? You were a kid?
Uh-huh. Marlins with an early lead. Ed Lucas with a home run, his first career blast. He's 31 years old. It's a strike. Meanwhile, at Yankee Stadium, Will Myers with a grand slam for the Rays. Youngest player to get a slam against the Yankees since Ken Griffey Jr. In the dirt for ball 4. Let's step aside and see what's coming up on WGN.
Every Tuesday night is movie night. Your favorite stars, titles, and action are here every Tuesday night starting at 8 p.m. on WGN America.
Ryan Sweeney in center. He has been the man at that position since De Jesus went on the disabled list just over a week ago. That one hit hard, and Cedeno will just turn it himself. 6-3 to end the inning. A couple of double plays for each team, and we're scoreless.
When it comes to home video, an epic fail is a huge success. A successful night starts at 7 with America's funniest home videos on WGN America.
It's the end of an era.
All that spare change I used to get.
Sorry, I spilled Bud Light on you.
I wrote a song. Sorry. Here we go.
The crisp, refreshing taste of Bud Light. Here we go.
Welcome to the Man Manual. Man comes with a multifunctional casing known as skin. It is remarkable. Warning, standard body wash can cause damage to man's skin. Maintain it properly with Dove Men Plus Care Body Wash. It cleans man and protects skin from dryness. This will keep man's skin remarkable, even under extreme testing. Dove Men Plus Care Body Wash. Skin care built in. Also, freshen man's exterior with new Aqua Impact Body Wash.
Both Tylenol and Bare Back and Body are proven to be effective pain relievers. Tylenol works by blocking pain signals to your brain. Bare Back and Body's dual-action formula includes aspirin, which blocks pain at the site. Try the power of Bare Back and Body.
Wednesdays, WGN America is the only place where Wednesdays rule. What? Wednesdays rule. Get it? Watch it. 2 hours of rules of engagement. Wednesdays at 8 on WGN America.
The great flavor of a margarita is here, without any of the work. Bud Light Lime Limerita is ready when you are, with a refreshing twist of Bud Light Lime. Just pop, pour over ice, and enjoy. And now introducing new Strawberryta.
Time for the Chevy Youth Baseball League of the Game. Today we recognize Weir's Chevrolet for its support of the DeMont Little League and Wheatfield Little League as well. Weir's Chevrolet and your Chicagoland and Northwest Indiana dealers are supporting over 30,000 young ball players in their communities through the Chevy Youth Baseball Program. Since 2010, the Chicago area Chevy dealers have been providing these local youth leagues equipment kits, instructional clinics, and much needed financial support. So once again, from the big leagues to the youth leagues, Chevy is truly the official vehicle of baseball. Alex Walsh from Chevrolet is with us in the booth. Alex, thanks for stopping by today.
Thanks for having me, Len. I appreciate it. Great to be back.
Talking about these great clinics.
A lot of fun. A lot of fun getting the kids on the field here at Wrigley. Really special day for them.
Ronnie Cedeno fouls off. So tell us about this year's clinic coming up.
It's exciting. As you mentioned, the Chicagoland Northwest Indiana Chevrolet dealers, they've been supporting their youth kids for 4 years now and making monetary donations, equipment kits. But, you know, what's most special is they invite the kids down. We'll have 400 of them out here next Saturday. And while the kids have a good time, it's a lot of the smiles and memories the parents have here at Wrigley Field. So very, very special day, and all because our local dealers are really giving back to the community around this great game.
Be able to do it on this field. Oh, incredible.
Dream come true.
Here's the 1-2 pitch up and in on Cedeno. Yeah, getting kids into baseball.
Yeah,
it used to be easy, but it's more difficult these days.
No, it's exciting. I mean, Chevrolet's been around baseball, you know, as long as most of us can remember. But the youth baseball program has really allowed us to connect with the local communities and help get kids back into the game in safe environments with fields that we're able to make over and really support the communities.
Absolutely. Here's some footage from one of the great clinics. How about that? You get on the big league bullpen mound.
A lot of smiles out there.
That little guy's got a pretty good hack right there. We might need to put a scout on him and stay with him for a while. Yeah, you're right, though, talking about the parents, because I don't know if the kids at that young age have an appreciation for Wrigley Field and the history and everything, but the parents are probably just agog.
It's exactly right, Jim. It's funny, you know, you'll talk to the parents and they'll say, Johnny, Jenny smiled, but I'll remember this forever.
Norris grounds out to Barney. There are 2 outs.
While Junior's out taking BP, Dad's like shoveling some dirt into his pocket so he can bring a little souvenir home from the ballpark.
No doubt about it.
2 outs in the inning. Back to the top now, and Brandon Barnes. And we're with Alex Walsh from Chevrolet. Thanks to Chevy for all its support of youth baseball.
No, we appreciate that, Len, and we've been a proud partner of the Cubs for a lot of years. And, you know, I want to make sure the fans know that while the kids are on the field next weekend, we're going to have a ride and drive right outside Wrigley Field here. We'll have new Chevrolet vehicles lined up, and any consumer, any fan could come on down, drive a new Chevrolet, pick up a couple of tickets to a future Cubs game. We'll have the Volt, the Camaro, and, of course, the dynamic, beautiful, all-new Chevrolet Impala. So something for everyone, even outside the gates. Chance to drive a Chevrolet and grab a couple tickets to come see the great Cubs.
Sounds like a great day.
Next Saturday, the 29th, 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. So encourage folks to come on down.
Wood on a 1-1 pitch. That one is fouled back. And it's 1-2. 2 hits in this game, both belonging to the Astros. Wood got a nice double play ball to end the second. Just missed that outside corner. Great crowd today. Late in the afternoon here on a Saturday. This will be charged by Castro, and it hit the heel of his glove, and the inning will continue.
Castro with a fielding error yesterday, and Brandon Barnes was the batter that time as well. He really hustles down the line. He forces you to go maybe a little bit more quickly than you would prefer. Castro coming hard, just off the heel of his glove, and can't corral it.
So, Alex, once again, let's give everyone the information coming up Saturday.
Absolutely. Saturday the 29th.
From today.
You got it. Down here at Wrigley Field, right outside the ballpark. Chevrolet Ride and Drive. Chance to drive a new Chevrolet vehicle and pick up a couple of tickets to the Cubs. And if consumers can't make it, I encourage them to go to ChevyBaseball.com. Not only learn about the support we're providing these local leagues, but they can enter to win their local field, local communities, a field makeover and a big equipment kit. It complements a Chevrolet. So a good opportunity for fans to get their local community some support via ChevyBaseball.com and our Diamonds and Dreams promotion.
On the outside corner to Altuve for strike one. He doubled in the opening inning.
You'll probably have a lot of kids at your clinic that are actually taller than Altuve. But this kid's a big leaguer, and that's the beautiful thing about baseball. That's the thing about baseball. You can all shapes and sizes. You take a young kid and who may have a dream of playing in the NBA someday, and he's 6'6", the chances aren't real good. If maybe he wants to be a football player, if he's not going 280, probably not going to happen for him. But baseball players, all shapes and sizes.
And there'll be a lot of dreams next week. Just thinking that exact thought there.
Yeah,
Tim.
you should take pictures of Altuve and bring them to those kids. Say, look, guys.
5'5", and that's what he's listed.
He's not only a big leaguer, he's an all-star. He's been an all-star before. Might be again this year.
And he hits that one into the left field corner. Fouled. Just foul. Much room down there between that wall and the foul line, as you can see. Top of the padding, in fact, along the brick wall.
What catches a break there? That's a fair ball. The Astros are on the scoreboard.
Barnes reached on a 2-out error, extending the inning. Could not get him to chase. 1-2. Astros have been pretty good lately. They got off to a terrible start. 14-36 through their first 50 games. They've won 14 of their last 25 now.
Yeah, the starting pitching for the Astros has been really good of late.
Bouncer to Valbuena. Alex, thanks for stopping by. We appreciate it. And again, Chevy is truly the official vehicle of baseball. Big clinic coming up here at Wrigley. The Consumer Ride and Drive next Saturday. Come on out.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate you having us.
There are two truths when it comes to baseball and car insurance. Just think 15. In baseball, it takes 15 outs to get to the middle of the third inning. And in car insurance, you could save 15% or more by switching to Geico. All summer long, whether it's baseball on WGN America or car insurance from Geico. 15 is all you need to know.
Excuse me, sir. I'm going to have to ask you to power down your little word game. I think your friends will understand.
Oh, no, it's actually my Geico app. See? I just paid my bill.
Did you really? From the plane?
Yeah, I can manage my policy, get roadside assistance, pretty much access Geico 24/7.
Sounds a little too good to be true, sir. I'll believe that when pigs fly.
Okay, did she seriously just say that?
Geico. Just a click away with our free mobile app.
The local experts at your independent True Value know how much your project means to you. We're ready with the products and advice you need to get it done right. Behind every project is a True Value.
She's one. So is he. These two, definitely the flavor cravers. This demanding breed is only satisfied by the most delectable flavor combinations, like the enticing new Bacon Habanero Ranch Quarter Pounder with thick-cut bacon topped with cool and spicy Habanero Ranch sauce. Try all 3 Quarter Pounder burgers now with exciting new toppings, made for flavor cravers. It's another way to love McDonald's.
Law and Order: Criminal Intent.
at 5.
Cubs baseball is brought to you by Bud Light. It's the sure sign of a good time. Here we go.
Hey, Moose is here.
Moose. Huh. Well, he's a big dude.
Nothing. Cubs batting in the third. And first pitch strike on Wellington Castillo. Hit his second homer of the year on Thursday night in St. Louis. One of his 3 hits. Fastball runs in off the plate. Swing and a miss. Found at home the incredible disparity between the Cubs versus their own division and then everybody else. Base hit on a 1-2 offering. Norris not real happy. That's the first Cubs knock. Cubs are 9-24 against the Central. They're 21-18 against everybody else. And that includes 7-2 versus the AL.
This is a hanging slider from Norris that Castillo takes full advantage of.
So Darwin Barney yesterday from the leadoff spot. Single, double, homer in his last at bat. He fly deep to the warning track in center. Maybe a foot and a half higher. Would have hit the bottom of the basket maybe and carried away for a triple. So I posed this question. Said if I could have offered you a home run on that at bat or a triple, which would you have taken? And he quickly said home run, and I said that's the right answer. Then he thought about it again. He goes, you know what? That's a tough one, because the cycle is rare and it's ingrained in your head that it's really impressive.
It's a big deal to get hit for the cycle.
But it's better to hit 2 home runs, isn't it?
Sure it is. Of course it is. So
as a player in that spot, you do feel a little torn.
You should get the cycle if you hit 2 home runs, a double, and a single, because you got at least the triple and you got a little bit more. We're going to change that whole rule.
Okay.
Even though it's not even a rule.
Try to turn 2 here. 5. Safe. They will give you that out if you're in the neighborhood and the throw is right on the money, but that throw did bring the diminutive Altuve off the bag. You can't throw high to him. That's a problem.
Dominguez in a hurry to give Altuve a chance to turn this double play, but in his haste throws the ball too high. For even a guy who's not 5'5", it might have been too high. It's a fielder's choice and an error on the throw by Dominguez. And absolutely right. They'll give you a little leeway if there's an accurate throw, but if the throw takes you away from the bag, that's the call that needs to be made. Door open now for the Cubs. First and second, nobody out, and Travis Wood up there in a bunt situation. But such a good hitter that if you wanted to roll the dice, you could let him swing away. You could play a little hit and run. You could do a lot of different things with Wood. In all likelihood, they'll just bunt here.
Shows bunt, takes it back. Throw to second's going to be pretty late.
And this is a situation where typically early in a ball game like this, if you're the Astros, you're thinking just make sure you get it out. Don't be too aggressive trying to nail a lead runner here. But when you have a guy at second base that's not a real speedy guy, you're more inclined to think, let's go ahead and try to nail him at third base. So that's why the pickoff, that's why Cedeno is being so aggressive holding him. As to what the count is here, 1-1.
Yeah, I think they did appeal, and Chris Guccione said he did not pull the bat back in time. It's been a real problem for the Cubs getting guys in early in the inning. Another throw to second, hits the foot of Castillo. I'm not sure why they threw that second time. When the first time Corcoran threw there, it was late by a mile. 2 errors in the inning for the Astros.
Yeah, and I think this, again, it's a play they're putting on just because Castillo's not fleet of foot. So they're doing everything they can to tighten up his lead out there so that when the bunt ultimately got down, they'd have a shot at him at third base. But that's the danger. Pickoff plays gone awry, free bases.
Cornermen in, middlemen in a little bit.
Castillo would have been out in kickball.
This is true. If you could just hit a runner, it would be a little easier to get outs, but it would also be painful.
It would add a whole new dynamic to the sport, wouldn't it?
High bouncer. Long throw for Dominguez, and he gets Wood for the out, and the runners hold. Travis really busted it down the line, but Dominguez with a strong arm.
High bounding ball. Dominguez able to set his feet and make a good, accurate throw. So net, we got the same outcome here as if Wood had dropped down a sacrifice bunt.
Field still in now with 1 away, and the pitch to Valbuena, a swing and a miss.
Life on that 2-seam fastball from Norris. Good run up in the zone. Middle infielders kind of cheating, playing about halfway here. And again, that's a function of Castillo not being a real speedy guy. They feel like they have to come all the way in to still have a shot at him on a ground ball.
Scoreless tie, but the Cubs threatening, getting the help from 2 Astros errors. Kick and the 1-2, check swing foul. Final from earlier today, the Rockies beat the Nationals 7-1, so Colorado's 5-game losing streak is history. DJ LeMahieu homered in that game.
Nolan Arenado as well, and for the Nationals, Ryan Zimmerman hit his 9th. It was LeMahieu's first, Arenado's 6th.
Michael Kadire has a 20-game hitting streak, longest active streak in the majors. Base hit. Castillo scores. Here comes Darwin Barney. No throw to the plate. That's a 2-run single, and the Cubs lead.
And again, the slider betrays Norris. He left one up to Castillo, and he leaves this one up to Valbuena, trying to bury one on his back foot, down and in. You see the bat flip by Valbuena. You see that, you know something good has happened for the hitter. Good this time is a 2 RBI single.
So that gets the Cubs on the board. Here's Castro. Knee-high fastball for a strike.
Talked in the open about Bud Norris's home road splits. This year, he's got a 2.67 ERA at Minute Maid Park. 9 starts, 6 road starts, a 5.40 ERA. That's in keeping with what he has done throughout his career. 13-27 lifetime on the road with a 5.39 ERA.
He loves Minute Maid.
Two full runs better at home than on the road. It's typical for guys to be better in their own ballpark, but that's a huge split. Quick toss there to first base on Valbuena. He's got one of the quicker right-handed pickoff moves in the game.
Valbuena takes off. That one lined into center on a hit and run, and Luis will hold it second. Dale forcing the action here.
Again a slider, and again a slider that stays up in the zone. Run out for another mound visit.
Time now for Xfinity Home from Comcast. Get peace of mind with Xfinity Home, the total home security and home control solution that keeps you more connected to what matters most. Cubs have been way better offensively at home than on the road, and a lot better against non-NL Central teams. Good combination, I guess. Even though the Astros have pitched extremely well here lately.
Teams finished the regular season here last year, and it was somewhat historic in that both teams had lost 100 games. That hadn't happened very often.
Two balls and a strike. Norris really slowing things down.
Right now he's like a fighter that's taking a good one on the chin. He's a little wobbly right now. Not sure of himself. Missing with that slider. He just hung a changeup to Shearholtz.
Defense hasn't helped him here in this inning. Behind 3-1. They're loaded. Brocale, their pitching coach, out to the mound. So Bo Porter, the former Cub, was a two-sport star in college at Iowa. And as he was being recruited as a football player, actually he was a three-sport all-stater in high school in New Jersey: baseball, basketball, football. Hayden Fry recruited him. A coach told him he wanted Porter for one reason. He said, I want to beat Michigan. I want to go to the Rose Bowl. He said, you're going to stop Michigan's biggest offensive threat. So Porter eventually accepted the offer. When it came time to play the Wolverines, everybody had a game plan on their chair. Bo walks in, and all there is a picture of Desmond Howard.
Stop
Soriano pops it up. Field fly rule. Carter makes a grab. So he goes up to his coaches. What's this all about? The coaches said, where he goes, you go. And Howard ended up making 3 catches for 21 yards in that game. Iowa won and went to the Rose Bowl. So it worked out.
Yeah. In the Astros clubhouse, he has a wheel of fortune, for lack of a better word, a wheel of words there, and he broke this out in spring training. Things like accountability and integrity.
There's nothing bad on there, right?
There's a World Series trophy. There's no free spin. I was looking for the free spin. I didn't see that.
What about designated for assignment? It's got to be one, right?
There's one that says synergistic team, and I'm thinking, how many players walk in and see that and go,
You see it's upside down on the right.
Yeah. Break point, sacrifice, leadership.
Rizzo hits it foul out of play. 2 strikes on him. Cubs with 2 in this inning. They'd love to really break it open with the bases loaded. Swing and a miss, so Norris is able to limit the damage. Wheel of Astros.
Foster Grant. Affordable fashion, ultimate sun protection.
Why would I wear anything else?
You make a great team. It's been that way since the day you met. But your erectile dysfunction, it could be a question of blood flow. Cialis Tadalafil for daily use helps you be ready anytime the moment's right. You can be more confident in your ability to be ready. And the same Cialis is the only daily ED tablet approved to treat ED and symptoms of BPH, like needing to go frequently or urgently. Tell your doctor about all your medical conditions and medications and ask if your heart is healthy enough for sexual activity. Do not take Cialis if you take nitrates for chest pain, as this may cause an unsafe drop in blood pressure. Do not drink alcohol in excess with Cialis. Side effects may include headache, upset stomach, delayed backache, or muscle ache. To avoid long-term injury, seek immediate medical help for an erection lasting more than 4 hours. If you have any sudden decrease or loss in hearing or vision, or if you have any allergic reactions such as rash, hives, swelling of the lips, tongue, or throat, or difficulty breathing or swallowing, stop taking Cialis and get medical help right away. Ask your doctor about Cialis for daily use and a 30-tablet free trial.
Domino's makes pizza fast, 30 minutes or less. Hot, fast, cheesy goodness.
Domino's used to be all about speed. Not anymore. We're slowing down to make our handmade pan pizza the right way, taking longer to hand press the fresh dough into the pan, adding not 1 but 2 layers of cheese. And we had to slow our ovens down to get that golden crust on the bottom of it. It does take a little bit longer to make, but it makes all the difference.
Try a handmade pan pizza with 2 toppings for just $7.99.
You are getting hungry! Hungry!
I stayed one time.
We stayed another time.
And now we're eating free.
At Choice Hotels, 2 stays pays. Right now, when you take 2 separate trips, you can earn a free $50 gift card for dining, shopping, or gas. Book now at choicehotels.com.
2 Zip Cubs after 3. You can't beat summer in Chicago, especially at beautiful Wrigley Field. So gather your friends and family and make baseball part of your plans. Tickets are available for the 9-game homestand in Wrigley. That's July 5th through the 15th. Purchase your tickets. Visit Cubs.com.
Travis Wood now with a 2-0 lead. Chris Carter fouls. Luis Valbuena comes through. 2-run single. Cubs get an assist from the Astros defense in that inning. Committed 2 errors. Cue shot off the end of the bat. Quickly off the mound is Wood. He will apply the tag.
Wood, one of the more athletic pitchers in the league. We talked about his hitting when he was up there. He's a good defender as well. Very athletic, bouncing off that mound. Why throw it? And just apply the tag.
Cubs have made another minor league trade. Left-hander Hisanori Takahashi dealt to the Rockies for a player to be named later or cash. Second straight day they've made a deal. Brent Lillibridge sent off to the Yankees yesterday. Martinez skies into center where Ryan Sweeney makes a catch. I want to send out happy 85th birthday wishes to Jim Downey from Michigan City, Indiana. Good to have the Bat Boys here today. Jacob Hazen from South Bend, Indiana, and Andrew Pignataro from Arlington Heights. Chatted with their families before the game. They're thrilled to be here. Pretty good seat there as Carlos Corcoran having sort of eye issues, so putting some drops in.
The performance enhancing eye drops.
This is true.
So we talked about Bud Norris, lack of run support for him. Clearly that's been the case for Travis Wood as well. He's lost his last 3 starts. Cubs have scored 3 runs total in those 3 ball games. He's had a quality start in each one of those. 7 innings, 3 earned, 7 innings, 2 earned, 6 innings, 1 earned over his last 3.
Going in on an 0-1. No, nothing in 2. Cubs today signed Scott Frazier, a right-hander, their 6th round pick out of Pepperdine. Also Kelvin Freeman, a first baseman, 17th rounder out of North Carolina A&T State University. So they have now officially signed 13 players from the draft. Many of the signees, college kids especially, they're going to go to Boise and start their pro career. Pulled foul into the Cubs dugout.
It's probably a pretty good place to spend the summer, I would think.
Boise, Idaho, yeah, beautiful. Ready for the big game tonight. Marian Hossa looks a lot younger here at the ballpark, doesn't he? Diving stop, Castro. The throw! Out at first. What a play.
Had the right guy running, slow-footed Carlos Corcoran, but still a sterling play by Starlin Castro. Laying out, up to his feet, gets his man.
It's the end of an era.
All the parties, the stories.
I'm gonna miss your smell.
You were my first.
What? I knew it. I knew it.
It's true.
Oh, man, I'm sorry I broke your leg. I wrote a song. Sorry. Here we go.
Keep the good times going with the crisp, refreshing taste of Bud Light. Here we go.
Whoa. Check out this new couch.
Endless Wings at Golden Corral just got better.
You bet it did. It's Endless Wings and now all you can eat baby back ribs.
Hello.
It's all part of our endless dinner buffet for one low price. Non-stop wings and now endless baby back ribs only at Golden Corral.
Doctors trust calcium plus vitamin D to support strong bones, and the brand most recommended by
my doctor, my gynecologist, my pharmacist. Citracal.
Citracal. You trust your doctor. Doctors trust Citracal.
I typed my name and date of birth, and step by step, decades were crossed. When I was lost, my ancestry tree showed me the way that led to you, and I saw you coming home. With the world's largest online collection of family history records, exploring your family's past has never been easier. Simply type in a name at Ancestry.com. Who will you discover?
This copyrighted telecast is presented by authority of the Chicago Cubs and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form. And the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the Chicago Cubs. Time to check out our AT&T U-verse replay of the game and at AT&T Park. Coincidentally enough, Colin Kaepernick, the outstanding quarterback of the San Francisco 49ers, throwing out the ceremonial first pitch. 87 miles an hour. He was actually drafted by the Cubs back in 2009 in the 43rd round. The Giants pitching staff saying, whoa, that's not fair. Find out what's possible with products and services from AT&T. Rethink possible.
Yeah. He must have been doing a little warming up somewhere to be able to step up and crank up 87.
Underway in the Cub fourth. One strike on Ryan Sweeney. Sinker strike 0-2. Quickly out on strikes.
Cubs sent 8 men to the plate in the third inning, scored 2, left the bases loaded. Norris had to throw a lot of pitches to get through that third inning. He's off to a better start here in the fourth with that quick punch out of Sweeney. 54 pitches now for the Astros right-hander. Been a little sloppy with his slider so far today. Maybe the game plan is to attack a little bit more with the fastball.
Final from the Bronx. The Yanks over the Rays 7-5. Vernon Wells big pinch hit 3-run double. That's a fair ball, and Castillo's on with a hit. He's 2 for 2.
Quickly ruled the base hit, a play that could have been made by Dominguez. He might argue that he should have made it, but it's certainly a tough play. Ball had a little funky spin or something on it.
Well, earlier this week when we were in St. Louis, Dale Swaim talked about the Cardinals hitters, and their early aggressiveness was on display as they took 3 out of 4 from the Cubs. And Barney admitted yesterday that he noticed it too and said that it was instructive to watch. And I think we did see a more aggressive approach yesterday for Barney, who had those 3 hits, including a home run.
Rizzo jumped on that first pitch for his home run. He saw it up and down the batting order yesterday. More aggressive approach.
Rolled slowly into right.
That was up from Castillo as well over in St. Louis. His 3-hit game. He had 3 hits and 4 at-bats. He saw 8 pitches in the ball game. It's somewhat counterintuitive to what everybody's talking about in baseball these days about grinding out at-bats and seeing a lot of pitches and making the pitcher work. But there comes a point where if your team is just taking fastballs that are pretty hittable, as a manager, as a hitting coach, you say, all right, we need to change things up here a little bit. Because if you start to attack that early fastball, then maybe you get some pitchers in a position where they're starting you with breaking ball, trying to pick the corners, and then maybe you get into more favorable counts.
High slider for a strike. Similar situation in the last inning for the Cubs, although there were no outs. Wood trying to get down a bunt, eventually bounced out. Swings and misses. 0-2.
Times you'll take that sacrifice off if you're anticipating fastball and you got a pitcher to swing the bat a little bit, and you'll turn him loose, and then if he comes up empty, you'll put the sacrifice right back on. That's such a good hitter. Understandable that they let him swing. Big downside, of course, would be a double play to end the inning. Give Valbuena a chance to drive somebody in. He's been swinging the bat pretty well lately, Luis has, including a 2 RBI single in the third. So that's the priority, to make sure he gets a chance here.
Bunted foul. It'll go down as a strikeout.
Kind of all went awry for Travis when that high slider was called strike one.
Yep. Norris with the pitch. Valbuena sends it high, pretty deep, but playable for Maxwell right at the edge of the track to end the inning. 2 hits, no runs. Cubs lead 2-0 after 4.
Wait a sec. I found our colors.
We've made the decision.
Great. Let's go get you set up. We need brushes. You should check out our workshop.
Push your color boundaries while staying well within your budget walls.
I want to paint something else.
More saving, more doing. That's the power of the Home Depot. Glidden Premium Interior Paint starts at a new lower price of $18.94 a gallon.
The hotter the hot. The colder the cold. The greater the demand. The more you need Duralast. Batteries built to exceed the need. Batteries built to meet or exceed original equipment standards for cold cranking amps. Batteries built with the power to hold up to heavy electrical demands. Batteries so good they come with a coast-to-coast warranty. Only at AutoZone.
Whether you're running for a train or training for a run, find your balance. Every delicious Balance Bar has 40-30-30 balance nutrition to give you energy that lasts. Balance Bar. Have you found your balance?
Alec, for this mission, I've upgraded your smartphone. Right. But the most important feature of all is...
the Capital One Purchase Eraser. I can redeem the double miles I earned with my Venture card to erase recent travel purchases. And with a few clicks, this mission never happened. What's this button do?
You requested backup?
Yes. Yes, I did. What's in your wallet?
What are you doing?
Oh, hey. Using night vision goggles to keep an eye on my spicy buffalo wheat thins.
Who's gonna take your wheat
I don't know. An intruder. The dog. Bigfoot. You get the light?
What's going on?
I was close! It's a Yeti! Must have
wheat thins.
Stay tuned for the 7th inning stretch, brought to you by Captain Morgan. Raise your glass, always in moderation to life, love, and loot. Christian Madsen, one of the stars of the upcoming film Divergent, being filmed here in Chicago. He, along with Ben Lloyd Hughes and Amy C. Newbold, will conduct the 7th inning stretch a little bit later on. Christian's dad, Michael, in the booth last year to do the stretch. Justin Maxwell recently off the disabled list. 1 for 1 in the game today. Ball 1. Led their team in homers last year with 18. Just over 300 at bats.
Yeah, it was one of the points of emphasis for the Astros this winter. I mean, they're still in a rebuild mode, but to try to become a little bit more competitive, they wanted to add power. To that end, they went out and got Chris Carter. And Dominguez, a guy that played with him a little bit last year, third baseman. He hit it out of the ballpark.
2-0 bounce to the hole. It's short. Out at first. Close play. Castro gets the call. Bo Porter. Dave Clark. Justin Maxwell. Didn't agree with Chris Guccione.
Spin the wheel. He said, I spun my wheel. It said integrity, and I'm questioning yours on that call. Okay. You got Guccione to tell him you got him. Close. Real close. Astro made the sparkling play to end the 4th, and now this one on Maxwell to start the 5th.
I mean, we've looked at it how many times,
Yeah.
and we still don't have a definitive answer. Guccione spun the wheel. Came up out.
Flip a coin. I don't know.
Got to make a call. Can't say I don't know. That's not one of the choices.
I would love for an umpire to do that. Just start to rub his chin. Go, I'm going to need some time with this one, boys. Stay with me here. We'll get it right. Yeah, I'm going to go without.
He just did.
Yeah.
Right on cue.
That's umpires are taught. It's nothing until you call it. Won't be in a hurry.
Swing and a miss, strike 3. Dominguez. It's had a rough day at the plate.
Well, the Cubs Kids Club, presented by ComEd, the official kids club of the Chicago Cubs, is back and better in 2013. Earn your pinstripes as a member of the Cubs Kids Club and receive a kid-specific perks, experiences, and merchandise. I put a noun marker in there that shouldn't have been there. Visit Cubs.com to sign up today and be a part of the fun all season long. You ever belong to any fan clubs or anything like that, Len?
I don't think I've officially belonged to any.
It's high time, my
Do you
friend.
have one?
No, I think we should.
I would join it. Maybe I'll be the president of the JD fan club.
No, that's you and I. Join one. We'll find something. Join the Chris Guccione fan club. I'll tell you what, I'm going to join the fan club of those guys you were rocking with last night.
Yeah.
I thoroughly enjoyed that.
Jesse D. Bill Aiken on keyboards. Max Crawford, who works for the Cubs. Great trumpet player. Part of Poi Dog Pondering. And it was great. Matt Spiegel, 670 the score. And vocals. Jimmy Chamberlain, from former drummer of Smashing Pumpkins. Scott Lucas from Local H. It was a who's who of rock and roll. The dirt came up and actually hit Phil Cuzzy, the home plate umpire. 2-2.
So Travis Wood has a whip right at 1 coming into play today. 1.00 walks plus hits per innings pitched. Let's check this changeup. Ooh, got him on both legs. Probably better than the alternative.
Hard hit grounder, picked up neatly by Valbuena, and he throws him out. They go down 1-2-3 for the second straight inning. 2-0 Cubs.
It's 7 a.m. and Steve is already thinking about tomorrow, which is why he's investing in his heart health by eating Kellogg's Raisin Bran.
Good morning, Dad.
Hey, sweetie. Here's another eye-opener. Not only is Kellogg's Raisin Bran heart healthy, it's a delicious source of potassium.
Mom make you eat that?
I happen to like raisins. Well, that's what I'm talking about.
Invest in your heart health with Kellogg's Raisin Bran.
This Wendy's salad does taste like summer.
It's like watching sunsets at 9 o'clock.
It's like lying in a hammock.
It's like...
Your Wendy's salad.
Thank you, Andre. It's divine.
Andre? Who's Andre? Busted. Yep.
Grab a taste of summer with Wendy's Berry Almond Chicken Salad. It's back with fresh strawberries and blueberries and warm grilled chicken.
Does Andre like strawberries?
Now that's better.
And now kids' meals just $1.99 after 4.
WGN America's here to help you brush up on your baseball slang. Meatball, an easy pitch right down the middle. Can of corn, a high, easy-to-catch fly ball. Pickle, when a runner is caught between two bases. After the big game, if where to find something for everyone is the question, then Golden Corral is the answer. It's Golden Corral's ultimate wing fest and baby back ribs. It's endless wings and baby backs for one low price. Only at Golden Corral. And watch HD Baseball on WGN America all season long.
More priceless moments. More adventures. More lovable animals. Get more. Bucketheads, British Biting, Kangaroo Confrontation, Baby Blubber, Freak Accidents, Goofy Golf, and Kitten Chaos. Get more of what you love. America's Funniest Home Video starts tonight at 7 on WGN America.
Hey, Wrigleyville Rooftops has premier seating for up to 200 guests for corporate gatherings, family reunions, and bachelor or bachelorette parties. Individual and group tickets are available for all games. For more details, go to WrigleyvilleRooftops.com or call 773-248-ROOF. But there might have been a bachelorette party up there today. 2-0 Cubs. Castro, Scherholtz, Soriano. Pulled foul.
Again, swinging early, though. Swing has to be pleased with this new approach he's seen from a number of his guys. And he doesn't want him hacking at everything, but he wants him to be thinking hit first.
Blue Jays won again. Jose Bautista go-ahead homer in the 8th inning. Jays have won 10 in a row.
Above 500 now.
Start of the year is one of the biggest disappointments in baseball. Three and one. The Blue Jays' longest winning streak in franchise history is 11 games, 1987 and again in 98. So they'll be able to tie that if they win tomorrow.
They're at home with Baltimore. They've got Josh Johnson on the mound tomorrow.
Chin-Ming Wong has been really good. 2.61 ERA and 3 starts with the Jays. Castro strikes out. And here's Scherholtz. White Sox got a sac fly in the 9th from Alejandro De Aza and beat the Royals 3-2. Sherholtz with those 9 home runs, tying his single season career high. Change up just off the outside corner.
Pulled off it a little bit. That front shoulder flew open. Ball will tend to get good run, but won't stay on the plate.
Fastball that time, hammered to deep right. Sherholtz with number 10. New career high for Nate. And it's 3-0.
Three solo home runs for the Cubs in yesterday's ball game. One here today gives them a 3-0 lead, and a no-doubter. Had to sneak a piece of cheese by Nate Sherholtz, and it was not going to happen. You talk about a player adding value as the season goes along. That guy's having a tremendous year.
More cushion for Travis Wood. 0-2 to Soriano.
Matt Garza took it into the 9th yesterday, so the bullpen is well rested.
Booked foul.
Norris's strikeout rate down a fair bit this year, and a lot of that may be in the American League. He's not facing a lot of pitchers in the batter's box. Last year he struck out better than 22% of the men he faced. That's a little bit better than league average. This year 16%. Well below league average, which is right around 20. If anybody cares.
Of course we do. Joe Pausbach with a nice catch of a foul ball. Give it to a kid. You know why Joe gave it to a kid? Because he went to Marquette. And that's what Marquette
high
people
caliber
do.
people.
Yep. Good emergency hack there by Soriano. Inside. So our friends from Stats just released an interesting list. The average game time of a 9-inning game at every current ballpark going back to 2009. They would take a stab at the park that has had the longest games by average and the shortest.
Well, I would go with Coors Field for longest.
Close, but no.
Well, I probably have to go with an American League.
Soriano out by a step. Dominguez gets him.
I will give you the game mulligan on that. Give me.
All right, the game time. The longest games on average are played in 3 hours 8 minutes at this particular park.
How about Fenway?
Fenway Park, Yankee Stadium, 3:05. Then Miller Park and Coors Field at 3 hours on the button. The shortest games, 2 hours 44 minutes, have been played.
Nationals Park?
No. I will say region-wise, the shortest games are all kind of in a similar area.
Well, I'm thinking Northeast, cold weather, fast games early in the year. No?
Nope.
My thinking's not good there?
I think you're overthinking it. Think of big park, low offense.
Well, that's why I said Nationals initially.
Safeco Field in Seattle, 244. Sure. AT&T Park in San Francisco, and O.Co Coliseum in Oakland, 246.
So we're in for some quick games on our next road trip to Seattle and Oakland.
Wrigley Field right in the middle at 253.
Time of game, a big issue in Major League Baseball a couple of years ago. They don't talk about it quite as much now.
I think the ideal area like to be is, right around that 245 area if possible. Nate Scherholtz with a home run. It's 3-0 Cubs.
Here come the bros. Barney Stinson is about to aid and abet a marriage. From the bachelor party, disgusting, horrifying, classic, to the big day. These bros stick together for better or worse on How I Met Your Mother.
Sundays at 7:30 on WGN America.
He's a fighter, all right. Since Affleck is helping with his expenses while he can't work, he can focus on his recovery. He doesn't have to worry so much about his mortgage, groceries, or even gas bills.
Yeah, feel it. Nice work. You got it, yes!
Affleck's gonna help take care of his expenses. And us? We're gonna get him back in fighting shape.
See what's happening behind the scenes at Affleck.com.
The hotter the hot. The colder the cold. The greater the demand. The more you need Duralast. Batteries built to exceed the need. Batteries built to meet or exceed original equipment standards for cold cranking amps. Batteries built with the power to hold up to heavy electrical demands. Batteries so good they come with a coast-to-coast warranty. Only at AutoZone.
Whether you're running for a train or training for a run, find your balance. Every delicious Balance Bar has 40-30-30 balance nutrition to give you energy that lasts. Balance Bar. Have you found your balance?
For our most advanced shave ever, upgrade to the Philips Norelco Senso Touch 3D with Aquatech technology for a closer, more comfortable wet shave or a fast and easy dry shave. Visit Philips.com/Father's Day by June 23rd and save up to $50 on select products.
Let's take a look at the Cubs' forward upcoming schedule. Back here tomorrow afternoon, off day Monday, and then a long road trip starting in Milwaukee. We're back with you on Wednesday evening on WGN, 7 o'clock Central Time. From Brewtown, Ford, go further in any one of Ford's many fuel-efficient vehicles. Check out America's freshest lineup at your local Ford store or localfordstores.com. Buck Norris, ball one. 6th inning, 3-0 Cubs.
Now in the American League, these guys don't get to hit much. When in the National League, Norris could handle the bat a little bit. So there's rare opportunities now in National League parks. They're trying to take full advantage. Big swing, lazy fly ball.
Handled by Sweeney.
So anyway, last inning I got talking about Travis Wood and his whip. Walks plus hits per innings pitched at 1, which is outstanding. It's the 6th best in the National League. And I pointed out only because, with all these other peripheral numbers, batting average against ERA should be far better than 5 and 6. The 5 guys immediately above him on that list in whip are combined 38 and 15. Matt Harvey, Jordan Zimmerman, Cliff Lee, Shelby Miller, and Clayton Kershaw. Kershaw, too, is just 5 and 5. Build a pretty good case for Travis Wood being an all-star. Matter of fact, it'd be more difficult to build a case against him being an all-star.
I would agree. There's the 0-1 to Barnes. Hit deep to right. Scherholtz back on it. Reaches up, makes a grab. 2 away.
Pretty good bolt off the bat of Barnes, but Shearholt's a splendid outfielder. Able to track that one down. Maybe a step in initially, but a quick adjustment. Shades on. Out recorded.
How about that shot? The ivy in the background. A special place.
Hey, I just came up with a great promotional idea.
Okay.
I don't know if it's ever been done here. I might have to sit on it because Altuve swings early at this time. So you bring a bunch of kids here to the ballpark. You take a bunch of baseballs autographed by Cubs players and you hide them out there in the ivy.
Right.
And then you turn the kids loose and you give them 20 minutes.
Like a summer Easter egg hunt. Problem is that we'll have shredded those vines.
Yeah, well, that's true. Yeah.
Minutes.
The reason I think of it is because I spent half of my golfing career looking for balls in the high grass and trees. I think I'd be pretty good at it.
By the end of the summer, there are baseballs in those vines that just sit there for weeks.
To be a little more patient this time, working the count full. Doesn't walk a lot, doesn't strike out a lot either.
Muscles that one over Barney and into right for a 2-out single. He's 2 for 3.